The paper one classes, as Dr. Devrat Mishra must have told you, he will be out of state for approximately 2 weeks. So वो जो 15 डेज 14 डेज का गैप है, उसमें जो आपके ऑल्टरनेट के हिसाब से 7 लेक्चर्स जो मिस हो रहे हैं, वो 7 लेक्चर्स सर जाने के पहले वो कवर करेंगे, जिससे कि कोई भी लॉस पढ़ाई का ना हो। तो वो 7 लेक्चर्स तभी पॉसिबल हैं जब पर डे बेसिस पे होगा। सो फ्रॉम टुमारो डॉक्टर देवव्रत मिश्रा विल बी टेकिंग द क्लासेस ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस फ्रॉम 10:30, जैसे वो लेते हैं वैसे होगा। तो ये ध्यान रखिएगा कि कल जब क्लास 10:30 बजे होगी तो ही विल ऑल्सो टेल यू दैट यस रेगुलर होगा, और किसी दिन कोई गैप होता है तो ही विल टेल यू बिफोर हैंड। क्लियर? तो पहला ये ध्यान रखिएगा कि ही विल बी टेकिंग द क्लास रेगुलरली नाउ। आपका जो सेट है वो बहुत मेहनत से बन रहा है, उसमें बहुत लोग लगे हुए हैं, और अभी भी बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने उसको नहीं लिया है और बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने उसको ले लिया है, मतलब दे हैव मेड द पेमेंट एंड नाउ इट इज गेटिंग रेडी एंड विद इन अ कपल ऑफ डेज, क्योंकि सर को टाइम थोड़ा कम मिलता है, सो ही इज मैनेजिंग दोज थिंग्स, एंड जब वो रेडी हो जाएगा तो यहाँ से आपको सबको स्पीड पोस्ट हो जाएगा, एंड विच इज एक्चुअली अ ब्यूटीफुल कलेक्शन ऑफ द ओरिजिनल पेपर्स। और जब वो यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे देन इट विल बी वेरी फ्रूटफुल फॉर यू। सो still a lot many students who want to join the paper one classes, or this or those who have already joined, they have not taken this booklet which has been designed by sir, they may take it. Today I am going to start with Indian literature, क्योंकि Indian literature हमारा एक ऐसा एरिया था जो अभी थोड़ा अनटच था, तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा मोनोटोनी ब्रेक करें और आपको इंडियन लिटरेचर की सैर करा दें। Not going into the details of Indian literature, which you can yourself study from my study material also, I would directly come to the precision and the precise subject matter which I would like to share with you, as far as different important authors and their works are concerned, and how you have to know and cover up the things when you study on your own. So to start with, students, I am going to start with Anita Desai. I am sure you must all have heard the name of Anita Desai, who is christened as Anita Majumdar. इनका नाम है अनीता मजूमदार. She is an Indian novelist, a short story writer, and even children author writing in English, who was born in 1937 in Missouri, India, Missouri, जहां पे लोग घूमने जाते हैं. And her mother is a German and father a Bengali businessman. Father a Bengali businessman. So German and Bengali. Anita Desai is a linguist who has a knowledge of German because of her mother, Bengali because of her father, Urdu, Hindi, and even English. She chose English as her literary language and started writing at a very tender age of 7 years, and started publishing her first story at such a tender age like 9. She was married to Ashwin Desai, who is a businessman and a director of a computer software company and author of the book Between Eternities. इनके हस्बैंड ने ये बुक लिखा था जिसका नाम है बिटवीन इटर्निटीज, और इसका पूरा नाम है बिटवीन इटर्निटीज, नहीं, दो किताबें हैं, एक का नाम है बिटवीन इटर्निटीज और एक का नाम है आइडियाज ऑन लाइफ एंड द कॉस्मोस. शी हैज 4 चिल्ड्रन, एंड किरण देसाई, इसका भी नाम आप जानते होंगे, हर डॉटर followed Anita's footsteps and got the writing genes from her mother. And her daughter Kiran Desai continued the legacy and went on to win the Man Booker Prize. मैन बुकर प्राइज से उनको नवाजा गया. Clear? Anita Desai is also a fellow of the Royal Society of Literature and also an honorary member of the American Academy of Arts and Letters. She is also the recipient of numerous prizes, including the Winfred Holtby Memorial Prize for the Royal Society of Literature for the novel Fire on the Mountain. Fire on the Mountain, which was published in 1977. And she also got the Padma Shri Award from the Government of India and the Sahitya Academy Award for her second novel, Fire on the Mountain. And an award which is known as Guardian Children's Fiction Award for the children's book, The Village by the Sea, written in 1982. And she is also shortlisted for the Booker Prize 3 times. She also released her first novel, Cry the Peacock, in the year 1963. After that, many novels proceeded, जिनमें कुछ का नाम है Voices of the City, 1965, Bye Bye Blackbird, 1968, Where Shall We Go This Summer, 1975, Games at Twilight and Other Stories, 1978, Clear Light of Day, 1980, In Custody, 1984, Journey to Ithaca, 1995, Fasting Feasting, 1999, and The Zigzag Way, 2004. Now just make yourself feel that whatever names I have taken, how many of you were knowing all these names of Anita Desai? Because all these names are asked, have been asked, and they will be asked. So अगर आप इनका नाम नहीं जानते थे तो आपकी ये आपकी तैयारी अच्छी नहीं है. मोreover, ये जितने भी नाम हैं, हम स्टूडेंट्स को कहते हैं कि सम ऑफ देम जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, जैसे बाय बाय द ब्लैकबर्ड, क्राई द पीकॉक, वेयर वी शैल वी गो दिस समर, क्लियर लाइट ऑफ डे, फास्टिंग फीस्टिंग, इन कस्टडी, ये जितने भी नॉवेल्स हैं, इनके कैरेक्टर्स, इनकी स्टोरीज में से क्वेश्चन बन चुके हैं, बनाते हैं, आता है. अगर इसकी स्टोरी आपको नहीं पता होगी तो केवल ये पूछ ले कि हु हैज रिटन फास्टिंग फीस्टिंग, दे मे आस्क. बट चूंकि एग्जाम का स्तर अब काफी डायनेमिक हो गया है, काफी डिफरेंट हो गया है, एंड यू हैव ऑलरेडी सीन दैट द इन डेप्थ नॉलेज इज इंपॉर्टेंट. So a UGC NET exam is an exam which is actually a process. आप पढ़ते रहिए, अपने को उसमें एंटर कराते रहिए जितना डीप हो सके, and a day will come when you will shine. So Desai considers Clear Light of Day, जो इनकी नॉवेल है, इस नॉवेल को वो कंसीडर करती हैं her most autobiographical work. Why? First of all, it was set in the neighborhood where she grew up, and her work usually deals with the personal issues of women and her focus is on the personal struggles and the problems of the modern way of life that an average Indian family confronts. Though she is dealing with a lot many themes, a variety of themes ranging from the German anti-Semitism to the dissolution of the traditional Indian values to the theme of alienation. The most exhaustive theme of her fictional world remains the human relationships, and particularly the man-woman relationship. Her focus on the modern day contemporary issues has made her writing relevant to all times, and her real concern remains the exploration of human psyche, complexity of human relationships, and multicultural dimensions of contemporary Indian society. Her writings are considered to be an blending or amalgamation of a unique point of view and the existing tendencies in the modern fiction. If we talk about Cry the Peacock, which is the first novel by Anita Desai, which portrays the psyche of a sensitive lady, Maya. She's a daughter of a rich advocate father and a motherless child. She suffers throughout her life because of a prophecy of a fatal disaster, either for her or her husband within 4 years of her marriage. And purchased by the vision of the astrologer, Maya experiences rages of rebellion and terror. In the course of time, Maya is driven crazy by the creeping fear of death day by day and is haunted by premonitions. Eventually, an idea dawns on Maya's mind that it can be her husband Gautam and not she whose life is endangered. And in a fit of frenzy, Maya pushes her husband from the parapet, leading herself first to complete insanity and then to suicide. So, after listening this story, we can say that the story deals with the psychological consciousness of the female protagonist and is considered as the first attempt towards the psychological fiction in Indian writing in English, where Anita Desai is depicting in a very coherent way the conscious mind of Maya, her frustration, claustrophobia, anxiety, depression, and her need to be loved and pampered by her husband. Anita's vision of life of an average married couple in India is depicted in her fashion with a total contrasting nature, desires, wants of both the husband and wife living under the same roof, the incompatibility and disharmony between the two is basic cause of Maya's alienation. And students, ये जो कहानी है, ये कहानी तो शायद हम चारों तरफ आज भी देखते हैं अपने सोसाइटी में. द इनकम्पैटिबिलिटी, द डिसहार्मनी, जो बहुत फैमिलीज में आप देखते होंगे, सुनते होंगे, टीवी सीरियल्स में भी देखते होंगे, पिक्चरों में भी देखते होंगे, और जिसके वजह से रिलेशनशिप्स खराब होते हैं, which are ending towards the divorces. So this is a proper, foolproof, Indianized story which happens due to so many reasons, and the reasons I have given to you. क्या रीजन है माया का एलिनेशन का? And today in this fast track world where everybody is just racing, racing and racing, so somewhere or the other, the relationships between the husband and wife is getting poorer day by day. And thanks to the mobile technology, thanks to laptop, thanks to geo, thanks to so many things, which is making us 24 hours stick to the, the gadgets, through which we are not able to give time to our partner, to our children, to our society, to our parents. And that is why the communication gap and thereby alienation, thereby breaking off relationships, and to the higher level divorces, and to the higher level suicides. So this novel has proved Anita to be a pioneer in writing psychological novels, as she portrays realistically the psyche of a woman on the verge of insanity. आज हमारे हिंदुस्तान में मिडिल क्लास में, लोअर क्लास में, हायर क्लास में कहीं भी देखिए तो you will find people are suffering from depression. Higher depression is equal to insanity. And the reasons I have already told you. Anita Desai has added a new dimensions to the Indian writing English. How? By scrutinizing the human psyche. She is more inclined towards the psyche of a human mind than towards the political or the social scenario. And she has an innate psychological insight into the characters. If we talk about Fire on the Mountain, which is a story of delicate dynamics of the relationship confronted by the three leading women characters of the novel. Nanda Kaul, the old grandmother, is recluse out of the retaliation for a long life of self-sacrificing obligations towards family and its needs. Raka, her granddaughter, who is even more reclusive and independent in nature than her grandmother, and Ila Das, an old acquaintance of Nanda Kaul. And the protagonist, Nanda Kaul, who is the wife of a vice chancellor, is suffering from a disorder caused by excess of fluctuating visits of innumerable members of the family, friends, relatives, and other acquaintances. And she chooses to spend her last years in solitude and tranquility when the sudden arrival of her secretive granddaughter puts her back in her old league. Nanda now wants nobody's intrusion in her life and thinks it to be a disturbance of her privacy. Therefore, she takes the arrival of Raka as an intrusion in her otherwise calm and quiet life and gravely resents her arrival. Ila Das lives her life in isolation and solitude. She projects the absurdity of human life, an epitome of a struggling yet determined woman. Ila faces exploitation in the hands of brutal forces, and she loses her chastity and meets an untimely death. Nanda, who is not ready to welcome any change in her life, has to bear with the intrusion of Raka. And Raka has the capacity to bring the changes, leading to a change in Nanda's life in a very different way that made Nanda discovers new needs within herself to connect with the world outside. And when towards the end violence explodes, she sets out to confront the truth and life. So we can say that this novel exhibits a woman's quest for self-identification amidst her duty towards her husband and children. Fire on the Mountain exudes the universal struggle of man for survival in the face of the unfavorable conditions. And Anita Desai examines certain pertinent concepts of existentialism, Astitwad, through her characters with themes like alienation, quest for self, and the internal and the external conflicts of a human. She has also uh, meticulously depicted the intricacies of human nature and parental relationships. The story of the three women in a novel can be related by a large number of women in the society, as I just told you. And thus, the novel is a testimony of Anita's sublime literary prowess in delineating the realistic plot and characters. उसका plot कितना realistic है, and she has embedded, blended, juxtaposed amalgamation of the things which are actually going in our society everywhere. We are knowing all these things which are happening. So nothing is new. Clear light of day. ये नॉवेल जो अनीता देसाई की है, it is a compassionate and touching domestic tale of four siblings who have exchanged and are forced to evaluate the relationship in later years. And a very skillful portrayal of a dysfunctional Indian family. The novel deals with the theme of reunion, themes with the theme of forgiveness, familial tribulations, and the aftermath of partition. And the story reveals that how distinctly different and each individual is how, and each has his own personality, each has his own life, and everybody has his own point of view. And the members of the Das family are no exceptions, with each being unique in their own way. Bimla, Bimla, is independent, ambitious, and intelligent, but she is lacking with self-complacence. She's a teacher at a women's college and lives in her paternal home in Old Delhi with her younger brother Baba, Baba. Tara is not ambitious and very dependent, first on her aunt and later on her husband. She wants a life free of responsibilities. And Raja, the elder brother, is ambitious. He dreams of becoming a hero, marries a Muslim girl, and Hyder Ali's daughter Benazir, and flees to Hyderabad during the turmoil of partition. He ends up doing well in life as a businessman. Baba, the younger brother, does not say anything but plays records all the time on his old gramophone. And with this unique and distinct characteristics, the four siblings often land up into conflicts with each other. And the two sisters reunite when Tara visits Vimla in their paternal house in Old Delhi, and the story then sequels to a recollection of their childhood memories, their past with their illness, the sorrow, the laughter and happiness, whatever they have experienced together as kids. And both these sisters in their own way are wounded by their choices they made in their lives. In their effort to reach out to each other, the wounds reopen that lead to self-exploration. And as they recalled the event that led to their separation, the two moved towards one another, realizing the significance of the familial bond, and say that blood is thicker than water. So this novel, which was set during the turbulent times of the separation of Pakistan, The shadow of the political upheaval in the country falls heavily on the characters. And through her characters, Desai marks the self pity of Hindus during the partition period who tend to believe that they have been exploited by history. Anita Desai beautifully narrates the rendering apart of a family juxtaposed with that of a nation, and giving a glimpse to the joys and sorrows that goes through in a family life. The novel exudes in a graphical picture of the aching process of facing and healing of the old scars. Old scars means जो पुराने जख्म हमको दिए हैं. The plot is sad and reminiscent, याद आते हैं, and the moves at a snail's pace, बहुत धीरे धीरे, which ends on a very positive and peaceful note. And the novelist's depiction of life in the book is realistic and natural and is blended with subtle humor. The characters are well defined, true to life, and carved to minute details. So, Clear Light of Day is a great example of Anita Desai's dynamic form and her remarkable storytelling ability, and she's able to prove her obvious mastery over the descriptive language with this novel. And Desai is actually known for her use of techniques where she aptly uses and experiments with non-traditional materials and techniques. And she designs her novels within the realms of the existing tendencies of the modern fiction. And for her, the basic design of the novel is as significant as the characters and events are. And for Anita Desai, literature is the mirror to the society. Therefore, it should deal with the enduring matters and have credible contents. So, students, this was in totality which I gave you about Anita Desai. अब अनीता देसाई पे इतनी बड़ी नॉवेलिस्ट हैं कि हम 10 दिन तक बोलते रहें तो भी खत्म नहीं होगा, एक हफ्ते तक पढ़ाते रहे तो भी खत्म नहीं होगा. बट इट इज टेक्निकली नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर अस. जितना मैंने आपको बताया, आई थिंक यू वुड हैव अंडरस्टूड द द फील ऑफ अनीता देसाई with most of the novels discussed, with most of the novels told you for the net exam, and now it is your duty to do a lot of homework. So students, I will just take a 2 minutes break because again it was full of energy lecture. आपको कैसा लगा स्टूडेंट्स? क्योंकि इंडियन लिटरेचर आप पहली बार हमसे पढ़ रहे हैं, सो आई वुड लाइक यू टू शेयर. उससे शेयर करने से ये होता है कि हमें पता चल जाता है कि आपको कैसा लगा. बहुत ज्यादा स्पीड तो नहीं थी, बहुत स्लो तो नहीं था. So that I will start with the next author. Okay, students? So I was going through your messages. Uh, most of you, most of you have not written any messages. Only few have written messages. So स्टूडेंट्स क्या आज है नहीं क्या? एक सेकंड. ऐसा लग रहा है कि आज बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स लाइव क्लासेस में है नहीं. दे वुड टेक द रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स. एनीवेज, आप लोगों को जिनको भी लिखा है, दे हैव फाउंड इट suitable, they found it very clear. So chalo, it is good that you have now you are getting the knowledge on Indian literature. My next novelist to be discussed here is Anita Nair. Anita Nair. Have you heard the name, students? Anita Nair का आपने नाम सुना है? Yes or no? केवल लिखिए मैसेज पे yes or no. Anita Nair. Sushmita Baljeet. Saman. Have you ever read this novelist Anita Nair in your MA preparation or your BA preparations? हमें ऐसा लगता है कि जो जून के एस्पिरेंट्स हैं, they have to go a long way, and it will be my advice only that if you want to nurture your mind, to nurture yourself with literature to a high level of excellence, then after this classes are over, you must go for again a new batch for the December exam, so that you may have a lot of continuity, and every batch is different from any batch. Even the offline batches, there have been students who have come from all over India to Lucknow, and they have stayed here for a period of 18 months, period of 12 months, period of 9 months. And when they got their dream come true, then they left Lucknow. So because you students cannot come to Lucknow, you can gradually increase yourself by going into detailed knowledge. Anyways, Anita Nair, she is one of the best-selling authors of fiction and poetry in English, who was born in 1966 at Kerala. Her early education was done in Chennai, and she did her graduation in English literature from Kerala itself. And before getting into the writing field, she worked as an advertising writer who authored many works of fiction and non-fiction, including The Better Man, Ladies Coop, Coupe, Ladies Coop, Coupe, Mistress, Lessons in Forgetting, Good Night, and God bless. She also she also published a collection of poems known as Malabar Mild, and her first book, which is a collection of short stories, is known as Satire of the Subway. Satyr, Satyr, of the Subway. It is a collection of short stories by Anita Nair. She was actually a great practitioner of the genre of fiction, in which it also includes many travelogues, travel stories, and stories for children. बाद में she also changed herself into a dramatist with the drama Nine Faces of Being, Being. And this drama, Nine Faces of Being, was based on her own novel Mistress. इन्हीं की नॉवल थी मिस्ट्रेस, जिस पे बेस था ये ड्रामा, जिसका नाम था नाइन फेसेस ऑफ बीइंग. And she was nominated for many awards for this novel Mistress. She is a novelist who was also a staunch believer of art for art's sake and does not hope to change the society through her art. She just claims to hold a mirror to the society by expanding her thoughts into a story. She is a versatile genius who has emerged as one of the foremost women writers in English. And her novels are passionately woven on the thread of human nature and with a feminist outlook. And her books are set in the everyday world of India. The characters of her novels are inspired by people she sees in her daily life. And she has herself admitted, somewhere she has written herself, in quote unquote, I never make a conscious attempt to universalize my story. I never make a conscious attempt to universalize my story. And her women characters are rebellious in nature and are not ready to succumb to the injustice done to them. Because Anita knows that a woman to date is trying hard to find for her space. Therefore, she grabbed the opportunity to write about the rights women have. If we talk about her story, Ladies Coup, it is a story of women's search for strength and independence. जैसा कि ये नाम खुद बता रहा है, ये नाम खुद सिग्निफाई कर रहा है, Ladies Coup. It has a ladies' coup in a train as the local of the novel, where 6 women sitting close to each other gets into a conversation and peeped into each other's life, जो कि थोड़ा सा फेमिनिस्टिक अप्रोच भी है, ये फीमेल्स की क्वालिटी भी होती है. And the story has a number of issues entwined into one another, that is men-women relationships, marriage and divorces, and other social and psychological issues as well. Akhila, the character in this novel, who is tangled in her life when she gets a chance to visit Kanyakumari, shares the intimate atmosphere of the Ladies' Coup with 5 other women, and these 5 other women are Janaki, Margaret, Shanti, Prabhadevi, Sheila, and Mari Konthalu as her co-passengers. And all these women are from different spheres of life, sharing the same turmoil in their own lives. And what is that turmoil? Again, the internalized turmoil, being the victim of the patriarchal society, जो आज भी हमारे सोसाइटी की विमेन फेस कर रही हैं. And the women in the coop share their stories, their expectations from their conjugal relationships and their aspirations in life. And Akhila finds that each one of them, to some degree or the other, is facing some problems. That is the quest for identity in a male-dominated patriarchal families. And the women in the coach are trying hard to seek an answer to the question that whether a woman can be happy being single. Can she lead a contented life sans a man in it? Means without a man, can she be happy? This is the great question. और आज के जमाने में 20th century आगे बढ़ चुका है. और आज देखिए कि हमारे समाज में कितनी लड़कियां हैं जो शादी नहीं कर रही हैं. Every third, fourth, fifth girl you will find in the society not marrying. This is the reason. So if you read literature, you will find that literature is the mirror of the society. कितना सहे हम, कितना सहे, how much I will be dominated by the patriarchal society. एक प्रोफेसर हैं डॉक्टर मंजू कपूर. She is a very famous fiction writer, novelist of the Miranda School, yes, Miranda School of Delhi. She has written beautiful novels. आप जरा देखिएगा, उसको गूगल पे सर्च करिएगा, मंजू कपूर. उनके नॉवेल्स का थीम ही है नो मोर ऑपरेशन. अब बहुत हो गया, बहुत सह लिया, अब नहीं सहेंगे. Just read the novels of Manju Kapoor. Total feministic towards for the ladies, for the girls. And these women have undergone a lot of struggle in their respective lives. And yet they have managed to overcome the phase of dilemma to set out on their own in the society. The character Margaret Shanti, she is one of the travelers in that coop, set her goals to fulfill her world of dreams. As her husband is dominating, she remains in her own shell at home. और बाद में realize करती है that in order to reduce his dominance, she has to take things into her stride, and she then collects her willpower and strength to get the peace in life. I still don't understand, students, though most of you listening here are females. I still don't understand that why do parents, why do husbands get into so much for such a beautiful thing like studies. And you won't believe that even today, हम तो 20-22 साल से पढ़ा रहे हैं. Even today, 99% students are females in UGC NET English Literature. आज भी, 20 साल पहले भी और आज भी, the girls are striving hard to get permission to study. They are not getting permission from their husbands, from their parents, from their brothers, from their, I don't know why. And they have to ask. Every time a married lady has to ask 100 times, should I study, should I study, should I study? They wait for long weeks and months to get permission. And you won't believe 95% succumb. They don't get permission. They cry. They tell me, sir, I am so fortunate that I got you as a guide, but very unfortunate that I could not study because I'm not getting permission. How can you snatch a permission to study from a life if because she is your wife, because she is your sister, because she is your daughter? This is a question which still remains unanswered in my life even after 20 years of teaching. So देखिए, मैंने ये शेयर किया क्योंकि हम लोग उसी चीजों को पढ़ रहे हैं, उसी चीजों से गुजर रहे हैं, उन्हीं कैरेक्टर्स को देख रहे हैं, और वही चीज लगभग है। और कहीं ना कहीं आप हमसे जरूर मन में ये फील कर रही होंगी कि सर आप जो भी कह रहे हैं इट इज 100% करेक्ट। और हम ये भी कह रहे हैं कि आप लोग जो हमसे पढ़ रहे हैं उनमें से बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने स्ट्रगल किया होगा यहां तक पहुंचने के लिए। एम आई राइट और रॉन्ग? सो थोड़ा सा हम लोग टॉपिक से हट गए बिकॉज इट वॉज अ वेरी बर्निंग टॉपिक। सो द नेक्स्ट co-passenger was Janaki. Another of the passenger is an ideal Indian wife. Janaki कौन थी? Janaki is an Indian wife, an ideal Indian wife. A good wife, and the one who has all the duties towards her husband, her children, and towards all the material things of her life, of her house. She is taken for granted as this role of a married woman is accepted as a natural phenomena by all the males in the street of the Indian society. ये तो काम इसका है, ये तो यही करेगी। घर की सफाई हो, खाना बनाना हो, बच्चे पालना हो, कुछ भी हो, यही करेगी। It is the natural phenomena. Why? Why it is the natural phenomena? Why you accept? Janki was in an illusion of being happily married. When one day after 40 years of conjugal life, the truth dawns on her that the void in her life is due to her submissiveness. वो इतनी सबमिसिव है कि वही उसकी जिंदगी में void था. And the statement by Janki in the Ladies' Coop will suffice to prove the plight of a woman in the patriarchal system. उसने बोला है, कभी नॉवेल पढ़िएगा, उसने क्या बोला है जानकी ने? I am a woman who has always been looked after. First, there was my father and brothers, then my husband. And when my husband is gone, there will be my son, waiting to take off from where his father let off. Women like me end up being fragile. Beautiful sentence she has written, she has spoken in the novel Ladies' Coop. And Sheila, a girl of 14 years, is quite matured of her age. Sheila has seen her grandmother, her mother, and herself being controlled by the males in the family. She's aware of male chauvinism through the anecdotes related to her by her grandmother. Therefore, she is not ready to succumb to it. She is modern and she is aware of her individuality. लेकिन ऐसे कितने बच्चे होते हैं? And the story of the another fellow traveler, Marie Kondo, exposes that men are opportunists and they take advantage of a woman's ignorance, women's illiteracy, their loneliness and dependence. Financially weak and ignorant, Marie Kondo goes into physical and mental sufferings in the hands of her male counterpart. And in the bargain, she starts hating her own son. And upon realizing that she has reduced her son to a very lower state for no fault of his, she decides to take the responsibility of her child she has been neglecting so far. And her search for the meaning of her life ends here. So in the last, we can say that in Ladies' Coop, Anita Nair traces a woman's journey from self-sacrifice to self-realization, self-denial to self-assertion, and self-negation to self-affirmation. And the feminist voice is heard throughout the novel. Clear? सो आई हैव गिवन यू, इतना डिटेल्ड हम पढ़ाते नहीं है स्टूडेंट्स, इतना डिटेल्ड हम ऑफलाइन क्लासेस में जरूर पढ़ाते थे जब बैचेस 6-6, 7-7 महीने के होते थे, बट बीच बीच में मैं आपको कुछ चीजें इसलिए डिटेल कर देता हूं जिससे आपको अपने सेल्फ पढ़ाई करने में ये पता रहे कि हमें कहां तक पढ़ना है और क्या पढ़ना चाहिए और कैसे पढ़ना चाहिए. सो टुडे आई विल एंड हियर एंड आई होप दैट you would be giving all justice to my hard work which I have been doing with you and would give me good results. And अभी भी बहुत आगे आपको जाना है. मुझे एक बात ये बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं आ रही है कि आप लोग क्या तैयारी कर रहे हैं, कैसे तैयारी कर रहे हैं, टेस्ट सीरीज कर रहे हैं नहीं कर रहे हैं, क्रैश कोर्स खत्म कर रहे हैं नहीं कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि कैसे पता चलेगा कि आपका लेवल क्या है. और चूंकि आप बहुत ज्यादा कम्युनिकेटिव नहीं हैं हमसे, तो एक समय पे आकर के हम बहुत हेल्प भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. यू हैव टू बी वेरी कम्युनिकेटिव एंड यू हैव टू एक्चुअली फॉलो माई गाइडेंस. अगर हम जो कहें आप उसको ही ना फॉलो करो तो सब बेकार है. विद दिस नोट I'll end the lecture here, and tomorrow I'll again start from the place where I've ended today and will continue for other authors of Indian literature as well. Thank you, students.